I try to see, but I'm blinded by the white light. I can't remember how, I can't remember why I'm lying here tonight, and I can't stand the pain, and I can't make it go away. No, I can't stand the pain. How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me? Everybody's screaming, I try to make a sound, but no one hears me. I'm slipping off the edge, I'm hanging by a thread. I wanna start this over again. So I try to hold on to a time when nothing mattered, and I can't explain what happened, and I can't erase the things that I've done. No, I can't. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away. I'm sick of this life, I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me?
My alarm clock was about a minute to go off, and that's when I started hearing the screams of my daughter, Megan. My husband was on a business trip.
John was in his hotel room when his distraught wife called.
And I was never ever prepared for what I heard on the other end when I picked it up.
I said, "You have to come home now." I was crying, hysterical. "You have to come home." He's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Ryan hanged himself and he's dead." And then he kept saying it over again, "He's dead, Ryan's dead, Ryan." And I said, yes, come home, come home.
Ryan Patrick Halligan was just 13 years old.
You know, a bright, beautiful, lovable, kind, sweet kid just doesn't wake up one day and say, "I'm going to kill myself." I had to figure out what was going on. What happened to this kid?
John started to explore his son's internet account, in particular, his instant messaging files. It slowly became apparent that Ryan was being bullied at school and online. He was living a double life. During the day, he appeared to be an amiable, happy-go-lucky kid. But at night, in the privacy of his room, he was a tormented child, roaming the dark and insidious backroads of cyberspace.
He was in so much pain, and he couldn't come to the two people who loved him most in the world.
There was no sanctuary for Ryan, not even at home. the internet served as a huge public forum to humiliate him, what is commonly referred to as cyberbullying.
I felt compelled to send an email to my CEO, Sam Palmisano at IBM, and express to him what had happened to our family and that there was this computer connection. There had to be something that we can do as IBMers.
Sam quickly assembled a task force through on-demand community to address internet safety for children. John suggested iSafe America as a partner. iSafe is a national organization headquartered in Carlsbad, California, dedicated to safe and responsible use of the internet by children K through 12.
I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest, who'd have known? I traced the cord back to the wall. No wonder it was never plugged in at all. I took my time, I hurried up. The choice was mine, I didn't think enough. I'm too depressed to go on. You'll be sorry when I'm gone.
And there is a need to hear from young people statewide about the frequency of bullying. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But let's point this out as well. Out of this tragedy may come measures of protection for other young people in the form of the first ever legislation that could criminalize cyberbullying. Amid the hundreds of loving, supportive comments on Amanda Cummings' Facebook page since her death is this, written this afternoon by her sister, saying, "I am begging you kids, anyone with any concrete proof of bullying toward my sister, please let me know, please. I need witnesses." It's part of an attempt to have legal action taken in the case of the 15-year-old who threw herself in front of a bus last week. And even though some legal recourse could possibly take place, here's what few people know. Bullying someone through electronic media isn't a crime. At least not yet.
My statute is going to be the only one that actually criminalizes cyberbullying.
State Senator Jeffrey Klein of the Bronx told me from the state capitol that today he officially introduced legislation there that will make it criminal to bully anyone electronically.
Potentially, someone who commits the crime of cyberbullying could do up to a year in jail.
He specifically mentioned Amanda Cummings' suicide as part of the need to punish and prevent cyberbullying.
If people know they're going to be punished with a crime, even a misdemeanor, they don't commit the crime.
Became 16, just held such better days. Days when I still felt alive. We couldn't wait to get outside. The world was far too late to try. The tour was over, we survived. I couldn't wait till I got home to pass the time in my room alone. I never thought I'd die alone. Another 6 months I'll be unknown. Give all my things to all my friends. You'll never step foot in my room again.
Looking at this picture of Jessica Laney, you see a pretty 16-year-old, but the messages found on Ask FM, a social networking website, are downright mean. One reads, "You have pretty eyes, but you are fat." Another goes as far as to say, "Can you just kill yourself already? Nobody even cares about you." On Sunday, Jessica did end her own life. Deputies say she hung herself.
It hurts really bad.
Schoolmates at 5A High School, where Jessica attended and played soccer, wore purple today, her favorite color. Many, including Odalius Vega and Lainey Torres, joined a push to take down Ask FM. The website allows people to pose questions anonymously.
After I saw that, I was like, they should just delete the website because nobody should be like that, having people just like say stuff about them.
There is already a petition on change.org to dismantle the Ask FM site. Nearly 3,000 people have already signed.
We're wondering why Jessica did take the steps she took.
The emotions over this story are running so high, Sheriff Chris Nacco wanted to address the issue himself. He stresses they found no indication of any bullying at the school. Deputies interviewed faculty and students. Even Jessica's parents told them they had no idea their daughter was being targeted.
What we can say is that we're going through the social network sites right now.
Sheriff Nacco says the quotes on Ask FM are beyond disturbing, but legally there may not be many avenues.
We don't even know if a crime did occur. It could have just been nasty words that were said that led this young girl to take the actions that she did.
And the sheriff explains you can't charge someone over hurtful words, but there is something we can do.
There's the First Amendment, the protection as provided, and with the new, age of computer and the internet, this is one of those things where parents need to be so involved, and it's not just a cliche. It's reality. We can warn parents, if your kids are on the internet, be in the same room with them. It's okay to be a nosy parent.
In the meantime, Laney and Odella say they will push to help take down Ask FM. They will do it for Jessica.
Because no one deserves to be told those things. They're all beautiful, and I think they should take that down.
Remember the time that I spilled the cup of apple juice in the hall. Please tell Mom this is not her fault. I never conquered where you came. 16 just held such better days. Days when I still felt alive. We couldn't wait to get outside. The world was wide, too late to try. The tour was over, we'd survive. I couldn't wait till I got home to pass the time.
13-year-old girl found herself in the middle of a cruel cyber hoax, and her parents say it led to their daughter's suicide. Now, more than a year after Megan Meyer's death, her parents are pushing for measures to protect other children. At 13 years old, Megan Meyer was like many teenagers. She struggled with low self-esteem, but her family says she was looking forward to getting her braces off, enjoying life in the suburbs of St. Louis, and excited about a new friend she met through the social networking site myspace.com.
She got this email from this boy named Josh Evans.
Josh claimed to be a 16-year-old boy who lived nearby and was homeschooled, but the relationship would quickly turn hurtful as conversation turned to insult.
Megan gets an email or a message on her MySpace from Josh saying that, I don't know if I want to be friends with you any longer because I hear you're not nice to your friends.
Megan was devastated. The next day, after more exchanges, her mother found her in her bedroom closet. She had hanged herself. Weeks later, her parents learned that Josh never existed. He was created by the mother of one of Megan's former friends down the street.
That's the biggest tragedy of the whole thing. An adult did it.
It's a bizarre twist to the very common world of cyberbullying. Nearly half of teenagers report they've been the victim of cyber attacks, from text messaging to emailing, even websites dedicated solely to harassment.
This world is gone. You don't have to go. You feel inside, you're feeling lonely, and no one seems to care. Your mother's gone and your father here too. This pain you cannot bear. But we all bleed the same way.
Today I'm going to talk about Patty. Patty's best characteristics, she's stupid. Stupid and ugly. Everything she does is ugly. Watch her eat. Watch her stuff her face. Look at her. Greasy hair, dirty fingernails. It makes me want to vomit. Her dad doesn't work, they have no money. That's why she wears that nasty pink sweater. Everyone hates her, even the teachers, and they're supposed to like everyone. Get a life, Patty. Thank you.
Things get better.
It will get better.
Life gets better.
It gets better.
It does get better.
It gets so much better.
It does get better.
Life gets better.